Mercury is going retrograde. That's right, we're ending the year in a Mercury retrograde. But what does this mean for you? Well, let's chat about it. So you know the drill. Grab your notebook, grab your pen. Let's go. We're already in the shadow period before Mercury retrograde occurs. And I'm sure you're feeling it, seeing it, experiencing it somehow. So either on the roads, things are slowing down, weather is crazy, you can't say what you want to say, your phone is malfunctioning, or other electronics are just going wonky. It's just a lot of mishaps, right? So as we enter it, it will be on the 13th of December, starting in the sign of Capricorn and ending in the sign of Sagittarius on the 1st of the year. So January 1st, it will go direct. It will be in the sign of Sagittarius, and it has to retrograde back into Capricorn. So we're going to be reliving topics that we're going through the beginning part of this retrograde after into the new year in January. So you're going to feel a lot going through December, but then in January, you're going to go, oh, deja vu, I've already done this. Wait, why is this coming up again? Another issue with this? Yeah, now you get to correct it, right? So it's slow down, revise, review, reflect, look at the whole year, see what you've done, and then take a nap. Okay, on a serious note, Capricorn and Sagittarius, we're going from earth to fire, right? So in 2024, all of the Mercury retrogrades will be in the fire signs. In 2023, they've all been in lovely earth signs. So now we're getting into action-oriented things. So you'll feel the shift. I'm sure you're already feeling it. But big themes are, career changes, going back to school, traveling issues, lots of plane issues, lots of weather upsets as well. So Neptune's really making an appearance during this time, so there could be lots of flooding or just water in general slowing things down. Water is attached to snow, so who knows what could be around the corner. But those are things that can come up during this time. There's also some other funk. It always has to have like a little shift to keep us on our toes. So we might be seeing big themes about, regulations happening with weapons and, just things in the government being shown and being discussed on accident, like being leaked. And then in January, it'll come back up again. It'll be that repeating cycle going, oh, we've already talked about it, but then it was quiet. So then it comes back out in January and you're like, ooh, okay, interesting, right? So it's got quite a bit of pizzazz. So when Mercury first goes retrograde in Capricorn, you're going to be reassessing the year and old hobbies, old friendships, old work routines, anything you spend your time doing, because Saturn rules Capricorn, and that's what you're really looking at. How did you spend this last year? How do you spend your time? What do you want to spend your time doing? Maybe there's a certain place you want to return to. So you're going to be reflecting on this, going, oh, it was such a great trip. I should go there, blah, blah, blah. Or I really connected with these people. I really want to go see them again. Or I really miss that kind of work. It gave me so much meaning and I always felt fulfilled. Whatever it is, things can come back to the table, back to your mind, back into an offer aspect as well. So just be aware, like, people do come back from the past and they go, hey, I have this great idea, can we collaborate? Sure, right? So these things can start it from the 13th till the 23rd. You'll see this more in the Capricorn portion, but then it shifts into Sagittarius. So when it goes Mercury into Sagittarius, it's really about learning, going back to school. What do you want to learn? Where do you want to travel to? Where do you want to go? What's your philosophy? What are your belief systems? What's your spirituality system look like? What's your daily spirituality routine? You will be reflecting, reviewing, revising, right? And you can see, does it still resonate with you? Do you still believe what you were, you used to know? Do you still use that knowledge? Do you want to grow your knowledge? What do you want to, where do you want to go? What's the future look like? What tickles your fancy? What gets you going? What fires you up? What lights you up, right? So there's quite a twist. And also, you're going to be just feeling more excited, more invigorated, because it's fiery, but you're also like, I don't know what to do. I just am so excited, and you have all these things going on. Journal it, because you're going to have an active mind, but you're not going to know what to do with it. So old themes can come back up where you're like, oh, I used to love doing that. Yeah, write it down. Don't forget. There's a reason that it's coming back up, right? So it could also be like, what do you want to create? Because Sagittariuses are so creative. So use that aspect of going, oh, well, I could create a great space at my house. I could create a great space online. Connecting with people on a platform, or creating a new website, whatever it is. Or I could travel to that little town and see what that has in store, and just connect with people of different sorts where you're like, oh, I've never met anybody of that culture before. Yeah, go meet them. Go learn it. Go experience it. Try new food. Be cultural, right? Like, get out of your bubble. Be a Sagittarian. Really feel it. I will say, with Neptune in the mix, there could be big, big, big delays in the airlines, airports, traveling in general. Give yourself lots of time. Now, if you are buying tickets for future during this time, it might not be a bad idea to get refundable tickets or travel insurance, things like that, because there could be issues in the future in those themes, okay? And if you're buying or selling anything big, like homes, cars, you name it, whatever it is, a larger purchase, be very, very careful. Sometimes there's something in the contract that just isn't right, but we look over it. Or we hurry up because it sounds like a good thing, but then you read later that they have ownership of you, and you're like, now what? What? Yeah. So slow down, and if you can postpone until after the first of the year to really sit and sign, that would be the time. And if you are writing a contract, slow down writing it. Get the details really, really good. Make sure you're reading the details really good too. So there is this aspect of Jupiter, and it's like gifting you an expansion, right? But not in a great way. What do you mean by that? Well, Jupiter likes to expand, and the cost of airplane tickets might just go crazy, and you're going to be like, well, forget that trip right now. It's okay. It's okay to do it after the new year. Look back at it after the 23rd, I believe, of January, when we're out of the post-retrograde period, the shadow. It will smooth out so much better. Like, you're going to find less hiccups. Everything just starts working out for you. That's to be expected. But if things start to like really get out of control, hang tight. There is no rush. And if there is a rush, again, get travel insurance. Get things that you can refund, because the ticket price might go down later and then they can give you back the difference, right? So just things to be aware of. Okay, this one is really, really important. Around the holidays, we have that Neptunian little hello, and then we have all this Pisces hello with it. People might be drinking more, okay? But with that being said, my point is drunk drivers might be higher than usual this year, like on the roads. So if you choose to drink and drive, higher law will find you. I'm just letting you know, Sagittarius rules law, and you can't get away with anything. So if you choose to drink and drive, you'll probably get caught this time, around this time. And if you are on the road, the probability of seeing a drunk driver is higher than usual. So please be careful driving. And if you are the driver, just be very alert, because towards the end of the year into the new year, you'll probably see a lot more instances of this. As sad as that is, it's a reality. And I will say one more thing too about it. On December 4th, this is a different topic, but another thing coming back around. So on December 4th, in the Red Sea, some boats were attacked, and that's where all of our imports and exports come from. So we might see this theme from the 4th coming up again, right, towards those Neptunian placements. So throughout the month of December, you might, towards the end especially, like Sagittarius part of the retrograde, where items might be, you know, held back and in transit, not able to get to us, unavailable, whatever it is. So then it can cause rises in prices, things like that. So if you need anything, you know, it's not a bad idea to stock it up now or go grab it if you can, because again, these themes will come back around and then again in January. So boats being attacked might happen again, but it will cause more of delays in products and services that people offer or that we're purchasing overseas. So just something to be aware of as well. So great news, right? I know, I'm sorry. If I can say anything though, it's a great time to reflect on the last year and really go, what did I accomplish? What did I do? What do I need to, you know, like focus in on or shift or really goal myself after? What can I change moving forward? And just kind of sit with it. You don't have to make any big moves right now, but it's just something to reflect about. Look over the last year. What was successful? What was a challenge? You know, where do you want to see yourself headed? And, you know, what can you expand on in the year of 2024? It's an 8-year in numerology. It's all about abundance, infinite possibilities. It's positivity. It's such a good, for you personally, like it's going to be great. Collectively, there's going to be big shifts. But for you, what do you want to focus on? What do you want to grow? What do you want to be abundant in, right? Do you want love? Do you want friends? Do you want a new career? Do you want to travel? What is it? Do you want a new house? Do you want a new car? Like, what does 2024 have in store for you? Do you want to learn something new? Do you want to expand your knowledge, your philosophies, your wisdom, you know, whatever it is? Think about it. Journal about it. This is the time to do it. Reflect on it. So then when we get to January 2024, you go, oh, okay, I got new eyes on. This is a new vision, new goals, new excitement. And it really will help shift how you're entering the year. The energy is going to shift and you're going to feel it physically, emotionally, mentally. Like, it's a shift. It's big, it's great, it's powerful. It's just going to be like, this is the time to do that. Really sit back, don't rush, flow with it. But things that come up to you, write it down, because it's something you can shift and change and get out of that cycle that you've been in a rut with for so long. Don't do it again, right? Like, yeah, easier said than done. But with that being said, I am sending you so much love. I hope this brings you some insight on what to expect. Please be careful driving. Please be careful before you send that text or email. You can't take back hurtful things. And at that table during the holiday season, please watch what you say. And is it worth it? Is the opinion worth it? Is it, just think about it, because you'll have to deal with that longer if you go down that road. So just a forewarning, because Mercury retrograde is during the holiday season, it could have some mishaps with other people, friends, relatives, family, co-workers. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Just go with the flow. And if somebody wants to bring up something, you can either engage, but just know it might not go real great. And you might be overthinking it afterwards, going, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, why did I say, oh, yeah, oh, what did they mean by that, right? It's so much confusion. So just enjoy yourselves. Live presently in the moment. Don't think about the past with everybody else and bring up the garbage. Just enjoy the day, right? Like, go make new memories. So, okay, I digress. I've said enough. I've mommed enough. All right. So, I'm sending you so much love. Bye for now.